can just record it.
This meeting is being recorded by the host. Oh, so you can press
I
record
can
now.
record it now, which is fine. And then I can just do it that way.
Yeah, well, because it's better for you to record
Yeah,
because then I can send it to you.
yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. I assume it will work the same way where we'll just record like I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? What
I
are you,
hope so.
what are you talking about with your side pussy?
Should I just record as well?
Yeah, I'd say record as well. We just need two different angles. This meeting is being recorded by the host or participant. Okay,
Yeah, just you gotta got it or whatever. Fucking
cool.
got it.
Whatever.
Got it. Okay. One thing I wanted to talk about. Good thing I can like do both.
Yeah, I'm happy now. I've got my phone. Like I can just like chill here and like not even listen to you.
Yeah. Facts. Big facts.
That's just
I might actually start using my computer instead of my phone from next podcast on, and with my like little shitty camera. But for
yeah.
now, this is fine as it
Oh,
is.
my next podcast will be the last one while I'm in Perth.
Right.
We do one more, and then the next one after that, bro. We can just like do. I'll just walk around the streets of London, you know.
Fuck, bro, with the roadman, can you do
Yeah.
one in the? Can you do one in the ends?
I'll sit down like in like where should I go, Streatham,
Streatham, yeah.
and just like
I'll
sit
go up in Streatham.
and just sit down with my boys, and then
Yeah.
see how it
With
goes.
Davo.
Yeah.
Davo.
Yeah. So
So I wanted to welcome back, guys. By the way, I know we've been sort of away inconsistently recently. Like, you know,
it's tough without a pool. It's tough.
it is, especially when it's this hot, and like all the other rooms that we have can't really use them because everyone else is fucking loud. And obviously, I say I'm gonna do a podcast, and obviously my mother wants to vacuum right now. Even after I told her, don't, you know, that's all good.
My mum literally went out, which is fantastic.
Right, which is what you'd want.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, welcome back, guys. I just wanted to bring this up. So this was actually a comment that we got on one of our Facebook videos. Oh, cute doggo.
Little
Maisie. Little Maze.
All right, continue. Yeah.
So we got a comment on one of our Facebook videos that was it wasn't, I wouldn't say negative comment, like it was in terms of like in comparison to everything else. Like it wasn't like great job, guys. You know, it was actually more so criticism.
Yeah, okay.
And it wasn't the kind of criticism that we usually get where it's like, your content is so offensive. Like, it's not that type of criticism. The criticism is, okay, this is the first one, right? So this guy has written us how many? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 different things, okay, in one comment. And he's paragraphed them, you know, he's put like space.
Oh, so this guy's gone in. This guy's
yeah, he's not really gone in, but you know, gone in more than most people. So he goes, holding mics, but it sounds like the audio is being recorded from the phone. You need mic stands. Okay, we do have mic stands to answer you, Michael. We just don't use them as often anymore. And now that we're on the phones, you're probably going to hate this audio even more.
You're going to hate it, bro.
You're right. Then his next one was the only one I really disagree with.
What video was this from?
I honestly can't remember anymore. It was from one of our clips on Facebook.
Yeah, okay.
I'll find it. I'll try to find it and I'll let you know after. Yeah. Okay, so the next one, he says, so he's questioning it rhetorically. He's saying, trying to be like impulsive, ? I think you should talk about things the way you talk about things. So apparently we're copying impulsive, which is hilarious to me because fair enough if someone was like, oh, you're copying fucking like Rory and Maul, or like you're copying like Andrew Schultz, or you're copying, you know, like fucking Joe Rogan or fucking Andrew Santino, like Bad Friends, you know, Bobby, like fair enough. Because, you know, I watch all of those and probably a part of me is intaking it's the way they approach things and information. And yeah, sometimes I'll talk about topics that they talk about, but obviously from my perspective.
I honestly, as well on this, I wouldn't have.
Impulsive was such a weird one. Impulsive.
I've honestly, because I've honestly just never seen Impulsive. I've never watched.
I've watched an episode or two, and I don't I honestly don't think we're like Logan and Mike.
Okay. I really now want to see what clip this is that he got this like.
Right. So he says, I think you should talk about things the way you would talk about things. So do
Yeah.
you think I wanted to, because I found this really interesting comment because he wasn't really shitting on us. He was
Yeah.
almost like it was criticizing us, but not in the
But he was actually like, at least he's like, oh, I want to hear what you guys have to say, not.
Right, bro. And not just that, it's like he's giving us pointers rather than being like, oh, you guys just shit. You guys are trash.
Which is,
you know what I mean? Which I don't respect.
Honestly, I prefer them just to call me shit.
Yeah, really?
Nah, no, I'm kidding. But like, you know.
Yeah, because then, you know, if you just call me shit, then like I don't take it to like heart and I won't bring it on the podcast because you have said nothing. Yeah. But if you're like Michael over here, I'll read your shit on the podcast.
So has he done this in 4 different comments as well?
No, same comment. So after what he said, talk about things. He's like, people want originality, copy the format, but not the formula.
By the way, move your finger. All your camera is just your finger at the moment.
Oh, is it? Oops. I realized, yeah, because I got my fucking thing there. Okay, so yep. Oh no. What do I do?
You haven't done it.
Okay. And so this one was kind of like I could agree with this one at points, right?
Yeah.
He goes, your faces give off the I don't really give a shit about this, and I can't really think of anything funny to say about it.
Yeah, okay. Well, I actually really want to know what the clip is. It'll give
okay, and then he goes, bit of negative feedback. It's always good for you with a thumbs up.
Yeah, okay.
So, Michael, shout out to you, Michael.
Honestly, I take
you
that.
Weren't a piece of shit.
I take his whole thing as like fine. I've got no issues with that.
Neither. Like what he said is his opinion. First of all, I don't agree with all of them, but I definitely agree with.
I'm interested to know
the mic stand. The mic stand one makes sense because maybe our audio did change. You know, it becomes a bit more like rustled, and you can hear different things in the background if we move the mics, which is right for. The only one I disagree with is the impulsive one because, if you're gonna compare us to anyone, I personally don't feel like. The only reason he might be comparing us, honestly, to Logan Paul, which really hit me, was me and you were like impulsive talkers.
We look like,
you know? Well, no, we're like, you know,
didn't he date like some
the HD runs through us, bro. The HD runs through us, so we kind of like we everywhere, you know.
I do have a lot of urges to like, you know, create Ponzi crypto schemes. And
well, I always have urges to go to Japan and record dead people.
See, always. So maybe we are. Maybe we are.
Always. Actually, no, I was thinking about it. I was like, man, we kind of are like, you know, Logan and Mike. Like, obviously, I'm more like Mike. You know, I hang out with all these porn stars. I fuck Lana Rhodes.
Yeah, that is very you. That's very you, isn't it?
And like, he's not the best looker either, but that's okay because he's got like that riz. Apparently, he's got some sort of like.
It's
unspoken. Apparently,
hanging out with like he does it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
I get you.
But that was the comment. What did you think? This is my reply. Thanks for the feedback. We'll make sure to take you up on some of those. So I was honest. I didn't say all of them. I just said some of those.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I mean, look, like I think it's fine. Like I think it's better than most comments. I think he's probably. I wonder what kind of person he is, kind of from that, because I always get this kind of idea, and I don't mean it from like people that comment like constructively about things.
Right.
The thing that always intrigues me is like when I see like a menu restaurant, like a menu review, and like who is like reviewing the kebab shop like down on like some random street, you know, and saying that their service is poor. Like I want to know who that person is. Like I'm not. Okay. Again, I don't think this is that's too similar because we're not really a kebab shop, but like. I guess he thinks he's quite high and mighty to be like, so this is what's wrong, this. I guess it's positive at the end of the day.
Well, it's even the way I saw it is very similar to you in that sense, where I was kind of looking at it from a perspective of like, this person either is like a genuinely positive person that likes our podcast and is commenting, like because he wants us to get better, or he's someone that thinks that he knows everything and that he's like, I don't know, some podcasting savant, and then he's just gonna be like, all right guys, this and this, I just seen one video, but from one video I can already tell what you guys are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which also I just like
totally right, bro. I could, by looking at one TikTok video, I could really tell what a person's like.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like I really can, because I can read minds. Like I'm also a savant. So
I can go on like our lady's TikTok and read a comment which is way better and way more constructive, and it just says not everyone should have a podcast, and
right,
that gets way straight to the point, way quicker.
Right. My favorite podcast. My favorite comment. My favorite comment recently was that girl saying, "Who keeps letting white men have podcasts?" And I'm wondering the same thing.
Honestly, you know, who's letting people get podcasts, bro?
Who like who gave me permission? Like I woke up and someone was like, you know what, you can have it. And I was like, really?
Do you know that
really, God?
I was gonna bring up that comment as well, because it was honestly the most like some people's idea of like I don't like of what when they comment, they just don't think about things, I think.
Right.
Like that girl, I'll actually bring it up here. Yeah, where is it?
Well, no, because okay, she could have just been like, who's giving these dumb cunts podcasts, right? That would have had way more of a missile than fucking who's giving all these white. And you know what? The reason she said that as well is because it's like, oh, every minority, come give me support because I said white under a comment.
Yeah.
You know, as soon as you say white, cisgender male.
No, do you know what's crazy though? None of the minorities will care. It'll be white people also that like that, you know?
Yeah, it was white, other white women that were in distress.
I wonder if I can see who liked. No, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, she said, "Can we stop giving white straight men?"
Oh, see, there you go. It's even worse, bro.
Crazy, hey.
How does she even know I'm straight, dude? How does she know? How does she know? How does she know I'm straight?
Yeah, exactly. And then so she said, "Yeah, can we stop giving white straight men podcasts, please?" So I commented. I respond to all the hate because I love
I saw your comment. Yeah,
I do love it. So I said, "Yeah, will the person who gives that podcast stop doing that?"
Yeah,
which is fine.
So I really think it's going to be a terrible day for her when she sits down with herself and realizes God is the one giving me the chance.
How crazy is it? Because people, this is the thing, right? This is the thing about these people who are like anti-authority, like Sarah here, who white straight men. She also thinks God is
probably you know what the funniest thing about white straight men is?
They're normally atheists. They don't they don't believe in God because God doesn't like gays. So
and God gave power to the whites.
Exactly.
You know?
He doesn't like. She doesn't like.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes so much sense.
The second comment that she commented after me is what made me laugh even harder. I don't know if you've seen it, but
yeah, I did. Yeah,
she said, "I tried to make a bit
of fun or something." I've seen it was terribly written as well.
Banter because it's absolutely incomprehensible the way you guys think your disgusting opinions hold any value. So I just don't understand where her comment of comment of demonizing straight people and white people is banter. But us saying fat people, but us saying fat people.
Yeah.
Do you know how wild that is? Do you know how wild that saying that fat people can't do anything about being fat, but the white and straights, the ones that you're apparently born with, that's a problem.
Right.
But that's something
it is, bro. You shouldn't be born that way.
The thing you can change can't be laughed about. Right. That's crazy. Hey, that's crazy.
Well, I think the funniest part about it is, it's always funny because it's always like these like white, like it's not always women, but it's always whites that are like, well, who's giving these whites this?
Yeah.
And it's like, if it wasn't for a straight white, you wouldn't be here.
No,
if your daddy, if your straight white daddy, you know, didn't jizz in some fucking straight white.
Bro. That's where it comes from. They don't like their dads.
Right. Well, fucking neither do I. But do I look like I'm going out there and be like, don't allow all introverted white males with no wives, single white males, no wives that are introverted. Kill them all, murder them all.
Yeah. I mean,
I deserve to breathe, bro.
I also do like. I also don't think anyone that.
Also, how does she even know I'm white, bro? What if I'm ambiguous? What if I have a little, you know? What if I have a little color in me? How does she know I'm not Middle Eastern?
Yeah. I also don't know if any skinny people commented on this?
No, I checked. The only skinny person was it was a non-straight gentleman. Look, I'm not. See, I'm not. Look what I just did, right? Non-straight. Yeah, I knew he wasn't straight from his videos, right? But I can't assume what he is. Is he bi? Is he gay? Is he trans?
I would also love
binary. You know, see, I'm respectful. I
think when you finally get over to the UK, what we should do, we should watch some Drew Afolo.
Some what?
Some Drew Afolo, the chick that got tagged and all our shit.
Oh, right.
We should watch some of her shit together, and we should just sit down and have a hard think, bro.
Okay.
And really assess.
I wouldn't mind I wouldn't mind sitting down and reacting to her hating on people.
Yeah, do you know she's very it's very ironic. It's very ironic.
Like, right, because it's like the Batman problem. It's like, you know, Batman will like beat the fuck out of all of these like robbers and fucking criminals, right? But sometimes Batman will take it too far, you know?
Yeah.
And then, you know, but at least Batman will sit there and groom about it and be like, am I turning evil? Am I good? You know? While she sits there, she's like, I'm a vigilante. I'm fixing the world. Why? Yeah. And it's like, bitch, look in the mirror. Fix your fucking self first.
I don't actually blame her herself, because like if she's found a niche in the market of these like people, like people stan her, like people
right.
her, and like
no, people are commenting, people are feeding her fuel, because maybe at one point she stopped and was like, you know what, I don't want to be this mean person anymore, right? And then someone was like tagged there. She's like, oh man, like, you know, it's like if you drove to the petrol station.
Unlimited content.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm driving past the petrol station and the guy's screaming at me going, free fuel, I'm not going to be like, nah, not today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Even if my tank is full.
If I'm just chilling and one day I get tagged in a video like 80 times,
right,
saying, hey,
and it does anger me because it's some white straight male that's too attractive. That's too attractive for me to even get. You know, and that
she wouldn't call us attractive, bro. She wouldn't call us attractive at all.
Fucking frustrating.
Bro, do you know what she would do? Do you know what she would do? She would go onto our Instagrams. She would be like, wow, these guys, she'd compare our heights to things in the background and be like, wow, they're under 6 foot. That's crazy. And I'd be like,
oh, did she do that?
Oh yeah, she short shames all the time, bro. She short shames.
Oh, bro. Yeah. You know what? For my latest Instagram photo, for my next Instagram photo, I'm gonna get the biggest hard on in it and like have my cock in my hand. So even if she says something about my height, I can be like, measure that compared to something else. You know, put that in comparison.
She's also quite a large lady herself, I think.
Right. Do you think that's where the hate started? Do you think her first video was a reply to a gentleman that she might have seen?
I'm not sure, in all honesty, because like she's doing all right for herself. Like her man's like a pretty like good looking dude. She looks like she's in a pretty position. I'm being completely honest here. If I was her man, I'd be out. Like if I was him, I would be thinking I can do so much better here.
Okay.
But that's just my personal opinion. Because he's got a lot of things going for him. He's like a very tall man, very like large, pretty decent looking. But
dude. What if she's his type?
Maybe. Look, if that's the case, then that's the case. I've got nothing against it. But I mean, I just think like it's just interesting. I guess like, you know, the situation they maybe she's the breadwinner and he's actually a bit of a
well, that's what I'm saying. What if his gym membership is paid by her? Like
exactly. That is true.
What if he's only gotten fit because she's like, you know, funneling? What if she's gone like getting him surgeries and stuff, like sucking the fat out? She's like, I want you to be my little trophy slut, you know?
Yeah.
I want you to be my little fucking statue. When you be my little David, you know?
It's interesting. Yeah, I'm looking because I'm looking at her Instagram, and I'm gonna get off.
Yeah, I wanted to actually talk about that because in a lot of the hate comments that you usually do get, it's kind of like, who's letting you have this opinion, or why do you think your opinion matters? And it's like the wildest thing to me is how I feel like when people comment those comments, right, I feel like they're so admitting to like narcissism that it can't be helped. And what I mean by that is the fact that you think I made the podcast because you thought my opinion mattered.
Yeah.
You got to be insane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what do you think that's the reason we start? Like, people start, if you know, I think that's what I think a lot of people think, is because if they were in the position to where they'd start a podcast, they're like, well, I deserve one because I'm important enough in my community.
Yeah. People,
and it's like, me and you never sat down and were like, bro, I think we're the most important ones in this community. Let's get it.
People really want to hear what we have to say, man. You have to listen to us.
Oh my God, we're missing out. Bro, so many people are dying because I'm not saying things.
Yeah, it's hell crazy. Hey, like I guess it's the self-infliction, right? Like they're just looking.
It is. Well, because
I say is important, so they must think what they say is important.
Right, exactly.
I don't think whatever I say is important. I think I'm the most unimportant person. Like if you had a conversation with me, I think you'd understand that. But like,
right, you're pretty shit, bro. Yeah, for sure.
But if you do take 15 seconds of a clip that I clip up and you know, take out of context and put online, I guess all you can think of is that. But like,
well, their idea is, you know, your pedestal
that goes into that. If you took 2 minutes out of your day to go onto our profile and even just read the fucking title of the podcast,
right?
Like, oh, maybe there's a bit. Oh, they can't. Right. Wait, there's 2 cartoon characters in their thumbnail.
Right. They're called. And it's not called Pristine Singularity Guys with Great Opinions podcast. It's called Scum.
It's not called Please Listen to Our Opinions Intently.
No, I'm not asking please, bro. It's Listen to My Opinions Unless You Want to Struggle in Life podcast. I'm gonna start a podcast and call it Listen to My Opinions If You Don't Want to Struggle.
No, that's just this episode, bro. This episode is called Listen to This Opinion. Listen to this if you want to get rich.
Oh, your chance of me naming it that, please. Listen to this if you want to get rich. And we'll say nothing about getting rich. Nothing. Okay, so I wanted to actually talk about, like, it kind of is in relation to this whole, like, everyone's offended, like, culture. And, you know, there's times where, like, I'll accept the fact that maybe things might be quite offensive, or, like, sometimes you shouldn't, I guess, advocate for things that might go a specific way. But when I saw this, I honestly thought this was just clinically insane. So you know who Roald Dahl is?
Yeah. The Donnie that
guy that wrote the kids' book, The Witches, all that Big Friendly Giant.
Yeah, yep.
You know? So his books are to be rewritten over offensive words. And guess what these offensive words are? Have just a guess. Just a good guess of what. There's 2 words that are going to be taken out of all of his children's books because they're offensive.
Is one of them fatty?
One of them is fat, yes.
Oh, okay. I thought fatty rhymes a bit more than fat, but yeah. Fatty.
No, but he wasn't much of a rhyme. He didn't rhyme as much. That was more Dr. Seuss.
Fucking everything rhymes.
That was Dr. Seuss.
Oh, really? Is that not okay?
Yeah, Roald Dahl is The Witches, The Big Friendly Giant.
Been wrong this entire time then.
Okay, regardless, whatever. So fat and ugly are going to be taken out because no one is fat or ugly, bro.
Normally, those two are like very mutually exclusive. That you never fat and ugly. You never.
No, never.
Beautiful, bro. That people are beautiful. Okay.
Well, not just that. Everyone is beautiful, bro. And the word ugly shouldn't exist because nothing is.
You haven't said it.
You know what? If you think about it, right? Ugly. You know, like you can't. You know, how can you say that the things that Hitler and Mao and Stalin did, you know, are terrible and ugly? Because those words shouldn't exist. They're not terrible and ugly. They're just things that had to happen.
You got to forget.
It just happens.
People forget they had feelings.
Bro, if you really like go back, like Hitler and Stalin and Mao didn't really have good childhoods, bro.
Think about it. Think about the abuse.
Bro, what if like someone called them ugly? What if that's the reason they like, you know?
So could you even blame Hitler?
Right.
For what he did.
Right. when someone in his art class looked at his painting and called it ugly, bro. And he was like, oh my God, that's a word I've never heard be used before. Can we delete? And dude, oh my God, he just hit me. Why do you think Hitler tried to erase so much like history and evidence and burn so many books? Dude, he was trying to get rid of fat and ugly.
What is Hitler versus Roald Dahl?
What? Even though Roald Dahl was after him.
Serious question then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because what is the line of what you're not allowed to do to say someone's fat and ugly, right? So for an example, if I call someone fat and ugly and they go and shoot up a school, I'm not in the wrong because they've shot up a school, right?
Well, but it's the way you react, because like
if someone, but that's what I'm saying, right? So if I call someone fat, if I call a fat bitch fat, if I call a fat man fat, whatever it is, right? If what are they?
Okay,
can they do?
They already know fat is offensive, right? Okay, so we already know fat and ugly is offensive, right? How about skinny? Because you can be too skinny. You can. No. And people and women with I've known women that were called skinny for a lot of their lives, and they had health issues.
Nah, bro,
bulimia.
They're the whites of the health.
Right, they're the whites of the weight categories.
Yeah.
Right, they're the straight whites.
Yeah.
It's like you can't feel bad for her. She's skinny.
Yeah, she's skinny.
She might be her insides might be eating away at her, and she can't sleep at night from the insomnia. But
think of all the privileges.
She's so lucky
from birth.
She's so lucky that she can't gain fat.
Yeah, she can't even change. She can't, like, she's been like that since birth. So why that's just privilege, bro. Skinny privilege.
It is privilege. It really is. Like, she was born to be skinny forever. That's fucked, bro. Like, so many people work hard at it, and it's something that's like important to them, but she's just fucking born fit. Fuck her.
Crazy, right? My body fat percentage is probably like around 14, 13 or some shit like that, right?
You're fat. I'm fat.
I'm
chubby, bro.
But also just think about.
Wait, can you say
bodybuilders,
bro? Bodybuilders are fat.
Are fucking so skinny, bro. I hate them.
Bro, wait, can I ask a serious question?
Bodybuilders are fat shaming.
They are, because they hate fat, and that's why they're trying to get rid of it.
They're so fat phobic. That's crazy.
It's wild. What about chubby?
What about him?
Can you say chubby?
Yeah, you can't.
Oh, dude. Oh, I found a loophole. You can't say fat and ugly, but you can say fugly.
Yeah, you can double down.
I beat the system again. I keep doing it. Yeah. Anyways, do you have anything to talk about? Because I have quite a few things that I've saved over time.
Crazy, man. I was only gonna bring up the crazy hate we've been getting this week.
Well, yeah, including that, I wanted to mention that our podcast doesn't pop up on people's homepages anymore.
Yeah, no, we've been silenced. That's fine.
Yeah, but I just wanted to discuss on here. We've been currently silenced because we're straight white males with I guess important things to say. That's why they're closing us off, bro, because we've got
the problem that it actually is, and it's not anything that's like actually like it's not some dude on TikTok that's gone, oh, these guys are fucking everything up, let's do that. It's the fact that we had a very strong women audience, and then we pissed off a very strong women audience, and then the algorithm gone, oh shit, these people aren't actually liking this content right now
anymore.
So it's not sending it to these people that are a lot similar to the people that have reacted badly to it. So it's just going to be until there's a new audience that then start feeding through, it will start that. So that's all it is. So it's like, it's the algorithm not picking up people that are like that type of shit. So that's all it is. So it's like kind of just going against.
So are you saying if I hate on straight white males and skinny people, will we blow up again?
Oh, it will do a lot better. Yeah.
Okay. Fuck every white person ever. You're all pieces of shit. You deserve to fucking die and burn away, and all your ancestors. Especially if you're straight as well. Go fucking die. Like, you should all fucking,
The problem with that is, like, you can't keep that up forever.
Yeah, I can.
You reckon?
I can keep, bro, hate hate is like an eternal fire. I can keep it up forever.
Bro, you got to keep up agendas. That's what it is.
Right. Well, our gender, bro, there isn't just our gender. There is more. Okay, so you fucked up. Okay. I wanted to. I was finally, because we're on Zoom, right? I wanted to talk about a thing that Tara told me about, which I forgot about. Was apparently back in the younger days when we used to have like fucking Skype and shit, like when everyone used to Skype people. Skype.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what would happen was apparently, Tara, because I was in the same, I was Skyping on the computer, right? We had one computer, but it was in Tara's room. So what would happen was I'd go in there and put my earphones in, and I'd like try Skype quietly, but like I'd be Skyping girls, and Tara was like, it's so funny because I'd act like I was asleep, but I'd just hear you like tuning girls from like fucking back in the days. And I just found that so funny because it's like, it just goes to show like back in the days, like when, you know, there was limited amounts of like phones or computers and shit. And, you know, in a household, you'd have like one computer or two, you know, a computer and a laptop. Nowadays, it's like you got everything on your phone. So like, there's no like,
there's no family computer, bro.
Well, that like, you know, there's no inconvenience for you, and there's no like tippy-toeing around conversations. Like my little brother, if he wants to flirt up chicks in his room, he closes his fucking door and goes in his phone.
Yeah.
Me, I had to go onto the computer while my sister was fake sleeping next to me. You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy as well, though? I don't blame it at all because I'd totally do that shit. Like that kind of thing, stalking your brother or like listening into your brother, your older brother, older sister, whatever.
Yeah.
Doing something like that, to me as a kid, it's so entertaining.
Oh yeah, fascinating.
I love it. Hey.
But as the oldest, you hate it. As the oldest, you hate it.
Yeah.
Especially like sometimes when I was when I was just entering high school and there was still primary school and Nicola was still very, very small and young, it was more like I'd be in my room and they just come in and they're just chilling there. And like, I understand that they just want to chill in there because they're younger and they want to hang out with their older brother. But that was the time where like I was transitioning to like, I want my fucking alone time. Yeah. Like I want my fucking.
It's interesting as well because you're the oldest and I'm the youngest. Like, I'm the youngest. I would do that kind of shit. Like
right. We got the opposite lives. Yeah.
I'm pissing off. Yeah.
Right. I'm you know, whatever gender I am. I'm also chubby. Skinny chubby though. Skinny fat. And I am also ambiguous gender. I mean, ambiguous race. But you're a straight white male that's fit, bro, which is fucked.
Yeah, the fact that I go to the
Can't lie, you're a piece of shit, bro. Can't lie that, like, isn't it weird? Isn't it kind of like self-hate that you're trying to get rid of all your fat?
Yeah, well, it's not self-hate.
It is,
but it's other hate. It's just hate in general.
No. It's self-hate because those cells are yours.
Yeah, maybe.
You never thought about it that way, bro.
It is, yeah. Like, wow.
You created those cells, bro.
Can I come to your psych with you, bro?
Yeah, bro. Sure, bro.
I need to come
today. Yeah, I'm running out of. I've gotten to the point where I've been at a psych for like a few years now, and like it's gotten to the point for the last year I haven't really, I guess, needed it. Like before, before I felt like I actually needed it. Like I felt like it was like a thing where it was like, man, like if I don't talk to this lady, I'm gonna feel like shit for the rest of the month. Yeah. Now it's more like,
how often do you see it?
Just once a month.
Yeah. Okay. This literally only just popped up to my mind for the first time ever for some reason. How much have you spoken about me? How much does bitch know about me?
A little bit.
Okay.
Not much. Nothing like personal or anything. It's only really ever like me discussing like how I feel about situations and people and what's going on. It's never really, I don't think I've ever really talked about anyone in detail other than probably my parents.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
Because everyone else in my life doesn't really have as much of an impact, emotional.
And also like a deep impact in terms of like who you are as a person.
Well, right. No, but I think people do. Like friends do. Like close friends do for sure. No,
I mean, like psychologically, like from like.
Right. Well, yeah, because the things I'm trying to fix aren't things that happen in the present.
Yeah. Exactly.
So it's never really been like, only unless like situations where like I did like have a bad relationship before, and then like I talk about that often.
Yeah.
But friends
I know.
only, like the only time I've really talked about me and you was like planning to move to fucking London and shit and all that kind of stuff, and bringing that up. And I've mentioned you before in terms of like as my, like, I guess,
sexy hot friend,
like my cisgender white male friend that I've forgiven,
yeah.
You know, like despite all your crimes of your people and you, I've forgiven you.
How good of a person you are for forgiving me for everything.
Right. And the fact that you continually kill your fat cells, which like really just like bugs me, I forgive you.
It pisses you off, but you like, yeah. I was gonna say, because I'm actually watching. Do you know what? Have you seen the Physical 100?
I watched the first episode. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I'm up like the 5th, I think, episode now. Because that show, man, like that would piss some people off. That would piss.
Is it because even the like people that are kind of chubby are like still fit?
Also, no, it's because like they're trying to find the physical goal.
Best of them. Yeah,
they're trying to find it, and like people are like, everyone.
I feel like, have you seen any fat Koreans?
Well, some of the people on there would be fat.
No, they're chubby, but
some of them are fat.
Oh yeah, that big, huge, strong man was, yeah.
But like they're still incredibly muscular.
But still, you know, I mean, like in terms of like, I don't think having fat is bad. It really just depends on how you hold it and what it's for. If it's an unhealthy amount, then it's like, what are you holding it for? But if you're a strong man, they say it's actually very valuable to hold quite a large storage of fat, because it actually helps you lift.
Well, okay, this is a question for you, right? Because I'm interested into what you would think here. Would you rather, you know, that girl on the Physical 100 that's bulky, like the bodybuilder girl that one?
Oh yeah, that bitch. Yeah.
You know the one straight away. The girl that's
right. Yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yeah. The one that legitimately looks like she can fucking crunch you like a can.
Yeah, that one. Would you prefer her, or would you prefer a size 14?
Size 14.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Because I'm probably the same. I think I'm the same.
Because, like we said, size 14 is only the average. Okay, guys, size 14 isn't even that big. Oh my god, let's go.
And honestly, that other girl, she's huge.
Well, for me, I think it isn't about the size as much as it's about how defined and thick her muscles are. Like a girl that's shred and doesn't have like huge muscles, I can handle that.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean? Honestly, that like the wrestler, for an example, on there, like, is like really good looking.
Oh, like, yeah.
Certain ones on there that are like, they're still like, she beat the fuck out of me.
Right.
Like, you know, like she's like,
oh yeah, that boxing chick is pretty muscular as well.
Yeah, but like the problem is they're muscular when they're doing actions. Like, for an example,
right.
If you catch
that other chick, she just came in and her muscles looked like she was like fucking flexing it before she came in.
Like, if you look at me, right, well, if I was like in a ring and I was just doing like, if I was boxing, my muscles would tense up and they would pump, and then I would like look unbelievable. I would look unbelievable.
Right.
But like, if you just see me under normal lighting, you're like, what does he do? You know, is he? Yeah, that's it. But like, you have to get down to that slim amount, and she's just sitting at like 3% body fat. So like, she's just fat phobic.
Yeah, she's genuinely fat phobic because she chooses muscles over fat, and which is just disgusting, personally, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
I've been watching that. It's a good show.
Have you seen? You know how there's that whole girl gym video recently where like girls will like be like, look at this fucking creep staring at me.
Yeah.
So recently I saw a video made by a blind gentleman. A girl approached him and started having a go at him because she thought he was staring at her blatantly, and to only come to realize that he's like, I'm blind.
Did she double down?
I didn't see the rest of the videos. I only saw a cut off of the video where she approached.
I don't know if this is the same one, but there was a video that I saw where she doubled down and she was like, well, can you still please stop looking in this direction? And he was just like, I can't.
Okay. What direction? Which direction?
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. And like, he's just like, he was like on it. It was like, I don't know if it was staged because like obviously the whole thing that's going on, but like,
yeah, it could be. Yeah.
I don't know, but it's crazy. Like, I don't know what you do about that because like I just don't know, man. Because honestly, do you know what's crazy is like I have it whenever a girl says to me like, oh, I got this attention, I understand that you may not want it, but man, I would die for that attention. Like, do you know how happy I'd be? Do you know how happy I'd be like fucking if someone said that?
I think it's more so the case of like the level of vulnerability you might feel, because like if I'm a girl that's not really that strong physically, like in terms of like maybe I can lift heavy, but like if it came down to a fucking smash with like a fucking bodybuilder cunt, he'd fucking, you know, destroy me and rape me, you know. So I think a part of it is that fear of like, why is this creepy motherfucker just staring at me while I'm trying to do something? Like, I kind of get it in a sense of like, this has it's not really the same thing, but it has a correlation where, you know, when you were at like school or some shit and you were doing something, you were writing something, I'd hate when a teacher would go over me like this and start reading my shit. And I'm like, stop. Let me, I feel and I think that's where it comes, is like, you feel vulnerable in that situation. You're like, why are you like, you don't need to look at me right now. So I think it's more so that case.
I do get that. At the same time, right? If, for an example, I'm doing my work and I'm doing like, you know, I'm underlying different things in different colored highlighters, and like, you know, I've got different like, you know, that is comparative to like bright shiny Gymshark gear to me.
Right. Okay. So you're saying that she's bringing in the level of distraction based on her.
I'm not saying, I'm not, because I'm not going to sit here and say what you wear like brings attention.
But aren't you doing the same thing in some sense when you wear like those gym shirts that 100%. Show like your abs, kind of like side of your abs?
100%. But like the thing is, right? I don't. If you saw what I wore to the gym, I wear like Muay Thai shorts and an oversized shirt to the gym now, right?
Right.
And I do that because I actually just generally like the style of that, like that kind of look. But
right, yeah, I usually go for that short shorts and like a long shirt.
Yeah, like I don't actually have, the only thing I'm actually probably showing more of than anything is probably my legs, right?
Right.
But I'm not showing much, and so you can do that as well. Like if you want to look stylish at the gym, you don't have to do it with like not many clothes on. You can do it with clothes on.
Yeah, so, but what if someone is going there and their reason for like one of their like, okay, look. Sometimes you might have unhealthy reasons for doing something, but if you're doing a healthy thing, it works out. So what I'm trying to say here is like, what if she feels like, okay, if she dresses up like a fucking shit cunt, right? She might look in the mirror and be like, I don't want to go to the gym like this. I don't want to feel like.
Oh, I don't blame you. Yeah, I agree.
If she buys like new Gymshark stuff and she's looking in the mirror, she's like, fuck yeah, like I look like a fit mommy, you know? Like let me. So it inspires you to do so. Just kind of like, you know how people are like, oh, don't fucking watch motivational videos, you know, motivation is useless, which is partly true, but what if in that moment it's the thing that gets you to fuck up to do it?
I definitely get the idea of looking your best to go do something, because I'm the same. I like it as well. I'm just saying you can do it in a different, like I understand it, like it's very like, especially for female fitness, it's very like one track. It's very, you wear the tight fucking short, like tight things, and then you wear fucking just a bra. You just wear a bra now. Literally you wear a bra and you wear the fucking tights.
Well, yeah, it's the crop top and the
that's what and I understand guy fashion at the gym is interesting because you can do anything. Like it doesn't.
Well, and another thing with the guys is like sometimes you see cunts that just will like take their shirt off.
I've been going to the gym for like too long now. I've never seen a guy working out with the shirt off.
Really?
Never.
Wow.
Well, not working out. I've seen guys take their shirts off to like take photos or do it. It's like shit.
I've seen a guy work out. I've seen a guy take his shirt off, flex a little bit in front of the mirror, and then finish off all of his workouts shirtless.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I've seen you see the stringlets now that are like literally just like string that
basically
goes
you're fucking, it's like you're wearing a reverse crop top.
Yeah.
You're just covering your belly.
So you know what's crazy about that? I have some of them. I have those racist. I hate it. I hate it because I feel pretentious. Not like I don't look good at it. I feel like I look amazing, but like I feel pretentious. I feel like I'm saying, hey, look at me. Well, I don't want. I want to look good, but I want to just look good. I don't want to feel pretentious while looking good. Do you know what I mean?
So you're saying you don't want to have to exhibit more of your body in order for you to be looked at.
Yeah. I want because that's like I don't know if it's that. I think it's more so like I feel like I'm calling out to people to be like the fucking.
You're peacocking.
The Greek god is, the Greek god has arrived. Look at me in my fucking stringy fucking thing I'm wearing right now.
But that also goes to show the difference between people at the gym. Like, you know, when I go there, like, and I don't go there frequently, ladies and gentlemen, I'll put my earphones in and I'll dance. I'll act like I'm at home. Yeah. Like once I put my earphones in, I'm done. Like even if people stare at me, even if they're like, why is he like fucking? Because most of the time, even if I'm not fully dancing, like some fucking 4 or 5 bars will come up and I'll just do my like, you know? And in my world, I feel great because all I'm doing is that's what I'm doing in between set to like make myself feel like better, you know? Yeah. And like, you know, those 4 bars from Drake might change a man's life, you know? That's why I feel like I started the podcast. So I can spread Drake's knowledge because maybe my words have nothing of importance.
Because you like that, your own sound of your voice, bro.
But Aubrey has something important to say, bro.
That's one insult that I don't understand. You like the sound of your own voice. Is that a bad thing?
I think most people don't.
No, but also like, no.
I know they're just saying you like to talk a lot and be the one that's the main one in attention and like that. But
that's the same thing though as like who gave these guys a podcast, right?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. God gave me this podcast.
Yeah, the internet. No, just the podcast, guys. People don't understand. You don't actually just decide to do podcasts.
Yeah, isn't it crazy that like how many people in this industry don't understand? It's just those guys are just a call away.
Yeah, no. They come down from the clouds and they just randomly people.
But you got to text them first. You got to organize a meeting.
I didn't know you. I didn't know you before the podcast.
And they put us together.
We've got an assignment. You're doing a podcast now. It's going to be called ScumCast. This guy Serbian that has gone to he's going to be your co-host.
He's your minority.
He's your,
but still not full minority because he's white. So it's kind of like, you know, like
that's the dynamic that we want. You be the cis white male that is straight and anti everything, and you get a little bit of a pass because you hang out with a semi minority.
I'm ambiguous in gender and race. So
you have downfalls. You can't grow a beard.
Gay. You needed me. You needed some testosterone on that podcast, bro. It's funny. It's so funny, like to even just think that people like think that way. Like it's so funny to me when anyone says, or like if someone makes like a video or a movie and it's like, who fucking budgeted this? And it's like, bro, the internet did. Like, dude, like people are making movies, music, products for such cheap, like, or people be like, these shirt designs are so trash. Why is anyone even buying this? And it's like, cunt, you fucking make a shirt design, you sell it then, and people won't. And like, you know what I mean? Like, it's insane. It's insane for people to think that there's like some sort of gatekeeper at everything. Like I had to call up the officials at YouTube before I posted. Oh, please, guys, am I allowed to post this?
It shows like a lack of like. Do you know? I was actually finding out.
No, it shows a lack of realism. Like, these people don't have any.
I was listening to JP yesterday. One of his lectures on like
JP Morgan, bro, the banks.
Yeah,
the banks that let Kanye go.
Yeah, I was listening to JP and his psychology lectures, and he was talking about industry and like conscientiousness, and he was saying like the like one thing he said that was interesting is that we really don't know what introvertism is. It's kind of just like a lack of extrovertism, you know, like there's no like what is it? But anyway, that's besides the point. But the other thing he was talking about is like industry and like how the conscientiousness is like the idea of just continuously wanting to be industrious and going about it. Are you still here, by the way, or are you frozen? My man's frozen. My speech is done. I wonder if he can still hear me. I'm going to message him. You are frozen. Oh, now he's gone. Well, guys, my Sunday select. My Sunday. I wonder if he can join back. I'm texting him. Oh, you're back.
Yeah, back. Okay. Back. Okay.
I was just chatting to nobody. I
don't even know what happened. Yeah, your stuff froze for me. I'm guessing my internet or some shit. But I hopefully you can clip that and put it like, you know, the right way.
I mean, I kept talking, so I mean, I might just keep it in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just put it up like that. Yeah.
I was essentially talking about conscientiousness and him saying like industry is like the will to want to keep like hate being lazy, kind of always wanting to do something, hating
right.
You know, the idea of not doing anything kills you, sort of thing. And it's that I feel like that lack of conscientiousness is just being like, oh, who allowed you to do this? It's like anyone. You
right.
Can, like,
right. You could do it. Yeah.
The idea of them being like, how can you do this?
Well,
like,
it's because they've,
which is fine.
It's because it's like,
you don't have to.
Yeah.
But it's then just being negative towards people who are and wanting to.
Yeah.
Like it's a very weird thing. Like I can't imagine me ever seeing something and being like, wow, this guy is trying to achieve something that they really
let me shit on him. Yeah, let me shit on him.
I don't like the fact that he's trying to achieve. I may not like what he's saying. Yeah, cool. But like fuck this guy for trying something, bro.
Right. Well, just like if we hated on that chick, that makes her content out of hating on other people, I never said she should stop.
Yeah, no shit.
Go on, make your fucking money.
I even said I understand the bag that she's trying to do.
Dude, get the fucking bag. Dude, I have people that shit on me. If you're doing it for free, fuck you.
I was talking to
if you're making money by shitting on me, get the bag.
I was talking to my friend, our friend the other day, Mr. Ari Missouri. Shout out today.
Why would you give out his whole fucking name? Like
fuck it, I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Why would I not?
I don't know. Maybe you could have just went with Ari.
Who knows? Anyway, there's too many Aris. I wasn't specific. I've literally put tag on the podcast before when he called us once. Anyway, we were talking about Sam Smith and like and
the whole devil worshipping stuff. Yeah.
Is he going to you about it as well? But I was talking about, because I was saying to him like, how much of what Sam Smith is real and how much of it is he just trying to niche himself into an audience that is really probably quite
it's the Lil Nas thing. It's like they're calling him gay, and I'm guessing a lot of people are hating on him for being gay, which are usually the Christian types, you know, the really religious types. I'm not saying all Christians, but I'm saying just, you know, there's people that take religion so serious and strictly to the point where they follow what the book says. So if they follow what the book says, the book disagrees with what Sam's doing. And so Sam goes, okay, fuck yous. If yous hate me for being me, a human being, I'll push the agenda. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be the devil you want me to be.
But I was also thinking, like a lot of superstars or like people or like musicians now, they're all woke. They're all like, oh no, we're accepting of these people, but no one does it. No one does it. Right. No one is it. Yeah. And now he is it.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, and I said to him, I was like, do you think he, like, because I was like, I don't give a fuck about the devil shit, like whatever, I think it's all fake bullshit.
Right.
But like the idea of him being in that position and seeing like, where was his career going? And him going, can I be?
I think his career was doing well.
No,
I
but
personally think he had a lot of hit songs.
But does it amplify if he becomes it?
Yeah, well, all.
How much sway does that have on your brain?
Right. So all sort of publications about you, regardless if they're positive or negative, will all attribute to your wider reach. You know what I mean? You're gaining more of an audience regardless. Like, I hadn't heard about Sam for a while because his last hit song wasn't so long ago. But now he's in the news consistently again, which people go, okay, now I'm looking at him. But I don't think they realize how many people are going, oh, Sam Smith, I remember him. And then go and listen to a few songs from him. And guess what? Sam makes the money. You know? And I think as much as people can hate on him for all of the stuff and be like, oh, this is so fucked up. No one should be publicly what's it called, supporting the devil and evil and stuff like that. And it's like, you're the one that put the fucking reference on him. You're the one that called him the devil for being homosexual. So he's just playing the part.
I don't think he even is. He's just like, he claims to be but I don't know.
Yeah, well, still, you know, they're putting all of those people under that one category. They're just saying if you're not straight, you're the devil.
Do you have time, by the way? It's nearly 1:35.
Yeah, I don't. I have one more thing I wanted to bring up, which was, so I just wanted to ask you what your opinion on this was. This was actually a few weeks ago. I just haven't got time to chat about it. A girl posted a photo of her and her boyfriend.
Yeah.
On Instagram and said, any girls know anything more about my lying, cheating boyfriend? And then she wrote his full name. And then she's like, let me know, babes. So basically he cheated on her, I'm guessing. And then she found out. And then she's like looking to find out if he cheated on her with more guys. How do you feel about this kind of public exposure of like, I guess, intimate scandals?
I don't care. Do whatever you want. Like, I mean, like.
No, but I'm saying it's so weird because there's such a weird, like, I think as much as people go, oh, look at me, like, please tell me what my boyfriend is, a piece of shit, and like have pity for me. It might just be honestly like, fuck this kind of like, I don't even want pity. Just tell me who he's been cheating on me with, right? Which is fair as well. But I also think it taints you. I think whoever posted it, I think as much as you might be curious to find out if your boyfriend cheated, fuck that cunt. You don't need to find out more. Like, why do you, if he's cheated on you and you're going to take him back, why do you need to know how many fucking, it's like saying, it's like you go to, your family goes to war and they get killed by the opposing soldiers. You're not going to go to fucking wherever the position is and be like, which one of you's killed my fucking family? You're just going to go, okay, they got killed by the enemy. What, like, you know?
I think when you put so much time into someone, you can want to know more. Like, you always want to know more. Like,
right, but like that, for me, it feels stupid because that time is no longer being added onto.
Like, bro, okay, I'll give you this, right?
Fair enough if I went and forgave you about the cheating and took you back
with someone else, and you kept messaging me like, when are we going to do the pod? And I was like, oh, not today, bro. And I was being sly about it, right? I was like, I just can't do it today. And then you find out.
No.
And then you find out that.
Yeah.
You find out I'm doing a podcast with someone else in the time slots when you were supposed to do it with me, bro. You wouldn't want to know more information about who I was doing it with? I reckon you would. Because you care about.
No, but that one doesn't really add up because it's not like I'm gonna stop doing the podcast with you now. Our podcast isn't dead. You didn't cheat on me. Like, this is more of an intimate situation.
I fucked him as well. I did.
Huh?
I did cheat on you. I fucked him as well.
Fuck!
Sorry.
Fuck this podcast. You go fuck him. Fuck you. Bye.
The Sunday Select.
My Sunday Select is oh shit. I just dropped my phone. Hold up. My Sunday Select is, oh my fucking God, why is it so hard to do? My Sunday Select is Miss You by Oliver Tree.
Interesting. Mine is The Knack 2 by BLP Kosher.
Okay, cool. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back next week with another fucking Zoom cast. Look at this big ass nose, bro.
I hope you will get rich from this.
I hope you get rich because your words are so important to this community. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Or what? What? Now finish. I'll let you finish, bro.
I was gonna say that what we say is very important.
It is. And on that note, bye.